Hey, Hosers, how's it going, eh? It's the Man Canadian here. Enjoying the outside a little bit, letting the kiddos run around. Get ready to light this grill up. Cook us some steaks tonight, eh? Some sweet potatoes and some regular potatoes, baked on the grill. Oh, so tasty. But before we get to that, I got a couple things I wanted to mention real quick. First off, Oscar Mayer's doing an event on May 2nd called Front Yard Cookout, which basically all they're saying is, hey, take your grills out to the front yard. We've all been quarantined so long. Let's light these suckers up and do some cooking, eh? They probably want you to use some hot dogs, but I say cook what you got, eh? No need to go to the store buy some hot dogs for a special event like such as that. I mean, you can. I'm not opposed to a good hot dog on a grill, but just drag that stuff out there, get cooking. Additionally, if you're on social media, say Twitter, Facebook, off to checking that. I'll let you guys know in the doobly doo down below, all the little words and stuff that you read. If you're on Twitter, using use hashtag Front Yard Cookout on May 2nd, and for every hashtag time that shows up, they will donate a meal up to 1,000,000 meals for families in need, in addition to the 1,000,000 meals they're already going to donate. So I mean, you're talking upwards of 2,000,000 meals to families in need. That's a pretty good deal. I said, let's go ahead and support Oscar Mayer on this one. Let's do some cooking, have some fun, and hashtag the heck out of it, eh? Okay. Secondly, if you're watching this and you haven't yet, down below, hit that little subscribe button, eh? You'll be updated every time we post a new video. You'll get alerts anytime we got something new popping up. We try to do a video a week. We're going to try to do more as the summer warms up. We can be out here more firing these things up and having a good time. Days are going to be longer, and we're going to be hungry. So hit that subscribe button, and as always, you can find a Mad Canadian link about halfway through this video, and also down there in the doobly doo that we hear from our friends Sloopcast. That's what the kids are saying today. Doobly doo. You got me, eh? I just cook stuff. But yeah, give us a subscribe and get updated, eh? And lastly, before we get these grills lit up and get this food on, one of our followers on Facebook asked this question not too long ago about charcoal. Specifically, the differences of what we prefer between lump or briquette. We will mix and match. I mean, we don't use charcoal in Sir Pork and Brew. When we cook with him, we only cook with wood. We may get it started with lump charcoal, which I'll get to here in a second. But Sir Pork and Brew has only got wood run through them. We wood fire our barbecue. But when we're cooking at home, looking at wood's expensive, eh? And trying to cook all the time on wood can get a little bit pricey when you're trying to do it for, 4 burgers or 8 burgers. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So if we're cooking at home on our vertical or our horizontal smoker, we will use charcoal. Typically, we go with briquettes for our longer smokes. Now, a briquette is essentially wood pieces and sawdust and occasional additives, say like mesquite flavoring, oak flavoring, stuff like that. We typically just go with the original, simple wood, compressed. Think of it like an old school pellet smoker, except they're much bigger and already charred. Briquettes burn longer, more consistently. I think we got a visitor. We'll wave to him. Okay, go on. They will burn longer. They maintain a steadier temp, but you will get more ash from them. Like I said, it's wood, pieces of wood and sawdust. So, I mean, you're going to get a lot more ash out of your briquettes. So be prepared to empty your smoke box of ash a couple of times during long smoke if you're using a lot of it. But we'll use that and then put wood chunks on top, and that's where we get our big smoke flavor one to our briskets and whatnot out there. Cheaper. It's not nearly as expensive. I mean, you can go to one of your box stores and pick up a couple bags of this for, anywhere from $5 to $10 for a double pack, sometimes a little bit more, depending on what brand you buy. The other one is lump charcoal. Now, lump charcoal it's wood. It's all natural. It is wood. I mean, there's no adding anything to it. I mean, I guess you could add something when the tree's growing and chop it down, and then you got your additives. But as for actual charcoal, it is simply wood that they have cooked. You can see the grains inside there. You can see the bark on it. What they do is they take the wood and they burn it in an airtight container, and it draws all that moisture out, draws all the sap up. So what you're left with is just a hunk of wood, charred charcoal, ready to go. the lump charcoal will light a lot quicker than your briquettes, so that comes in handy. Like I said, when we do Sir Porker brew on certain days, if it's windy, rainy, cold, whatever, and we want to get it going quick, we'll throw this in a charcoal chimney. About 5-10 minutes, we've got a big hot bucket of ash or hot bucket of coals ready to go. We throw that in there, throw one on top, and that's what's kicking our fire off. Makes it very handy for situations like that. Great for grilling. If you're grilling, you need something really hot, real quick. You're not going to be out there long. Makes it great for that too. Like I said, the briquettes will burn longer and are more consistent. It means you'll deal less time dealing with your airflow, worrying about how to keep your temperature up. Whereas the lump charcoal, it does burn hotter, it burns quicker, but it does react to oxygen very well. So you will wind up with something that's easier to control because of how well it reacts to oxygen. Closing your airflow a little bit will make it cool down, lower your fire down a little bit. Open it up, you can get that sucker red hot and ready to go. So for us, like I said, we will use the briquettes for smoking. If we're cooking a lot of food and we're going to be out there for a while, we will use the briquettes also for grilling. Tonight I'll probably use briquettes out here because we're doing the steaks and we want like a good consistent temp. We don't want to be dealing with the airflow a lot. We're just doing weeknight, Friday night, weekend meal, whatever, So that's where they come to. It really comes down to what you're doing and, what you're used to. We use them in both of them in different situations, and we will continue to. But, just like that follower on Facebook, if you guys ever got questions, go ahead and reach out to us. We got email, we got Facebook, we got Twitter. We have an Instagram. We don't check it as much as we used to. You can find us on here. We've got an email through our website. You can actually reach us through our website. You can get on there and send us emails, ask us questions, and we are always willing to help out. Barbecue's greater than heyday. That's what our T-shirt says. Well, not the one today. Today it just says the Mad Canadian, but it's greater than hate. So barbecue is for everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and on that note, we'll wrap this up and let's head out to the grill and get this fire going, Okay, hosers. So we've gone ahead, loaded the charcoal up in the top, stuffed the paper in the bottom of our charcoal chimney. This is by far the most useful tool that we've bought for our smokers since we've started smoking. It alleviates the whole need for anything that is lighter fluid related in any way. So all you're going to do is you're going to take a match. Put your shoes on. I need you to hold the phone for me. I like that. Point it right there. Okay, so I've got a new cameraman for a second. And you're just going to go ahead and, we usually open up the bottom of our smoke box so we can light this thing. Oop. Take a couple of matches or a lighter, whichever, like this. You just light them, reach right up underneath, and you just light that paper on fire. And what's going to happen is that heat's going to come up vertically through the smoke box. Good, let go. Let go. And it's going to come up through there, and it's going to light your charcoal for you without the need for, like I said, for any sort of lighter fluid or anything. You can use the little lighter cubes if you want. We don't. Like I said, we just load it up the bottom of paper, and we're rock and rolling in about 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put our matches back up here and let this start going. We're going to go ahead and show you how we're going to prep these potatoes for getting them going on the grill. Okay, hosers, we got some potatoes here. Got some little, just regular potatoes for the kiddos. The wife and I are going to do sweet potatoes. But I want to give you a quick show of how we go ahead and do these. I'm going to run through one and then knock these out so I can get them on the smoker, or sorry, the grill. What we do is take just a regular fork, and you want to puncture it a few times. What that's going to do is as it's cooking, it's going to go ahead and let some moisture out. It's going to steam these suckers. Inside the tin foil, you're going to see us wrap them in it. So you just puncture them a little bit. And we got our tin foil already pre-measured. And by pre-measured, I mean I ripped some sheets off. And you just roll that sucker up right inside that tin foil. Move your stuff out of your way because you're not making a YouTube video. You don't have to have everything shown. You just wrap them up in that tin foil, and it's going to go right on the smoker like that. Just set it on there, let her cook for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, let that sucker get good and tender. And we always do the squeeze test. You know, you squeeze them at first, they're nice and firm. When you're done, you just it's like just soft. You can just push your thumb right through and you can feel it. So that's how we go ahead and do our potatoes. Sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. We do them both the same way. Real quick. Just puncture them a little bit. Not going to hurt nothing. Like I said, all that's going to do is let that moisture come out as it's cooking. Kind of basically just steam the potato. Pull the tin foil over. Drop it on the tin foil. Roll that sucker up nice and tight. Fold your ends over. You got your little ready to be thrown on the grill baked potato. Alright, we're going to move on to the steaks next. Okay, hosers. So we've gone ahead. Whoo, smoky. Love it. We've gone ahead, put our coals down underneath, and as you can see, we put our baked potatoes on. Our baked potatoes we've kind of shoved off to the side so they're not directly over the coals. If you have the room, you can always scoot the coals over. You know, you don't want direct heat on those potatoes. We put them on the side with our chimney so that the heat is coming up and out as we're cooking. We feel it gives it a nice even cooking process. We're going to close this lid, go prep our steaks, get ready to throw them on here in about 20 minutes or so. You want to give the potatoes about 30-45 minutes, somewhere in there. Like I said, you want to squeeze them a little bit, keep testing them. Just when they you don't want like mushy, but just a little bit like a firm give. Squeeze a little bit, just kind of, just a firm squeeze, and they just give it a little bit. Perfect. They'll be perfect inside. You'll never have a better baked potato. All right, we're gonna get these steaks ready, and we'll talk to you here in a second. Okay, so we got our steaks out. We laid them on just a regular big pan. I mean, you can use a plate, whatever. You know, you just need someplace where you can lay them out flat so you can put some seasoning on them. Tonight we're gonna go ahead with one of our new rubs, the Kerry steak seasoning. We're gonna go kind of liberal. Get a good flavor on there. And you're just going to go and flip them over. And do the same thing on the other side. And if you go ahead and just cover that all up. Oh yeah, look at that. It smells amazing. And there's people out there that, you know, hey, that's done. Go ahead and cook it, eh? Well, we're going to go ahead and let them things sit for a minute. Let that seasoning kind of soak in. Work that flavor through. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and take them and just go ahead and cover the whole thing up with aluminum foil. And just let them sit and rest and soak all that flavor in. So after we throw them on the grill, you're going to go about 2 minutes aside at 400. Flip it around. Make it all nice. Looks nice and pretty for you guys, you know. Normally when I do this by myself, it's all like crinkled, like the wind's blowing. But now it looks all beautiful, and it's sitting there and they're resting, and they will be ready to go here in probably about 10 minutes or so. We'll just let them rest, and then we'll throw them on about 2 minutes aside, 4 minutes total at 400. Let them rest for about a minute, and down the hatch, eh? We'll just go ahead and scarf them suckers up like it's no tomorrow. All right, we'll see you here in a second. Okay, hosers. So our potatoes are just about ready, so we're going to go and throw these steaks on. You're going to want to take your tongs or your fingers and just lay them on there. Like I said, you want to give them about 2 minutes aside. If you want to flip them, do it after about a minute. Get the good grill marks. But you should get it on there and just close the door. Okay, hosers. And there you have it. A beautifully grilled steak. All right. Look at them grill marks, bud. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. And you're just going to take them inside and just go ahead and let them rest. I wouldn't recommend grabbing these things by hand right now, but go ahead and throw the potatoes on there. A couple of sweets. And that's it, my friends. That is the key to a beautifully grilled and delicious steak. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe to our page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Give us your likes. And we will continue making beautiful grilled food, smoked food, and the occasional air fryer meal inside. So take it easy, hosers. We'll catch you next time.